Hey, Michael, digitaltshirtshop.com. As I was mentioning in the previous video, I know that things are going to slow down after the total eclipse. So I need to be ready for something related to, um, uh, the holidays, the seasons, anything that's coming up that I might be able to take and kind of shift and mold things so that they work for my benefit here, so that I can increase my sales and keep my sales going forward. So what I did is I kind of tested a few things on Fiverr, Fiverr, Fiverr.com, the kind of I think it was Elance before, where you can go and pay somebody to do some work. So here's what I got out of that. So I went to one individual and I thought, you know what, I've got a little bit of time on the eclipse still. Maybe I can come up with something related to the eclipse that'll really work for me. So this is the first item I got. Um, and I actually like this. I was hoping for something with a lot more wow to it, but spatially, I like what he did here. This is a much better design than what I was selling. What I was selling was bland, more or less. And I thought about it. How could I duplicate this with some of the other states that the eclipse is going through? I don't know that I actually could exactly. I mean, I probably could. I could probably do a lot better job if I sat down and tried to improve the artwork. But I really like what this individual did as far as this one went. Um, and actually, the more I'm thinking about the Eclipse shirts, I don't know that I really ought to try to list some more Eclipse shirts. The more I've thought about it with how many sales are coming in, I don't know. I might still do it anyways. So this is one that I did. Now, the other individual that I went to, I thought, okay, well, I need some Christmas shirts. I also know that I need some Halloween type shirts. What am I going to do? How am I going to get those? Um, and so I went to this individual that looked like he had artwork that I liked, and I said, I need, oh, excuse me. I said, I need a shirt that says Frosty with Frosty the Snowman, and a shirt that says Santa with Santa Claus. And I said, I need one that says Rudolph with Rudolph on it. And I said, I don't care if it's a bust. I don't care if it's just the head. I don't care if it's the full body, just something like that. And as soon as I opened them, I was a little shocked, I'll say. So here's number one. Maybe not too bad. The Santa looks a little bit familiar to me, but I really like the font that he used. I don't know what font that is, but I really like it. Um, the Santa was a little interesting. There are parts of it that I really like. Parts of it I'm kind of like, not quite sure. The second one, the third one, the second and third one were the more of the shockers. Here's number two, the Rudolph. That sure looks a lot like the old Rudolph that they had in those Christmas movies. Like a lot, like a really lot, like a really lot. And it is almost as though the guy just went and copied that. Now, that's my first assumption. Here's the last one. Boy, that sure looks like Frosty. Now, I asked him to draw Frosty. What the guy did is he obviously went and he found suitable images on the internet and just redrew them. That is the Frosty of the movies, Frosty the Snowman. There really is nothing different about it. He's even got the flower in his hat. He's got the same style hat, the same style eyes, the same style nose, the same style mouth, the same style corncob pipe, and the same style body. He's got the same style everything. Um, and I realized at that moment, I cannot sell that. That image has got to be copyrighted, given that it was part of a movie. That one and that one um, have got to be copyrighted due to how similar they are to the movie. Um, yeah, there's not a lot I can do with those. So the first image here cost me $5. Well, I think it was $10. Um, Now, kind of the dumb thing about it is I said I wanted the source file. I was $5 for the image, I think $10 for the one that included the source file. He didn't give me a source file. All he gave me was a JPEG. Um, so JPEG's not a source file. And then maybe he just gave me a JPEG because I didn't tip him. Well, I didn't tip him because it didn't blow my mind, but it only cost me $10. So should it really blow my mind? I don't know. I was hoping he could do something even a little bit more than that. This I paid 25 bucks for, hoping that I would get the source files together with 3 images. He had a deal. I'll give you 3 designs and the source files for 25 bucks. And so I'm going to end up with source files for images that I can't use. Now, if I was to sit down and try to draw these myself, I would really have a difficult time. I mean, I wouldn't have a difficult time. It would take me some time. But there is a chance I could take these and I could tweak them in a way. I could edit them. I could put different eyeballs on them. I could reshape in this case, reshape the beard and whatever to make it look and maybe the mouth, make it look drastically different. I might be able to do that with this Rudolph, and I should be able to do that with this Frosty the Snowman. I mean, a snowman's face is round as it's round, it's round. I maybe I take off the arms and I put on twigs for arms, and I put on a different mouth, and I just make the whole hat black or something. Take the flower off and a black pipe. Maybe I put a carrot in his nose. I'm not sure. I think that there are things I should be able to do though to make this work, but I've got a base put together, and it should take me a little bit less time. Uh, what I really did get out of it is I got a font that I liked, for the names, and that really may be the greatest extent of what I got. Um, but honestly, but I can't use that image. I can't use that image. I don't think I can use that image. And that image, I got to look around and just make sure that it's not knocking something else off. I, I wrote the guy back and I said, he's in Pakistan, which explains a lot. He's Pakistani. I think from his profile, he's Muslim. The guy probably has no idea who Santa is and no idea who Rudolph is. I'm probably lucky that I didn't ask him to draw a picture of Jesus. He's on there. He probably would have done it anyways. Maybe he would have said it was against his religion. I don't know. Even, to a Muslim, I don't know if they've got issues with these types of things, Santa Claus or whatever, but um, he seemed to be totally cool and he did it. And I didn't, I don't know. I wasn't going to punish him. Now, really, he probably should realize, hey, if I go just pull images off of Google and retrace those, that there might be images. Yes, he should probably realize that. And I did tell him they were copyrighted images and I wasn't going to be able to use them. And hopefully that'll help him with what he does in the future. Um, but at the same time, I mean, it's only 25 bucks. I'm having a hard time turning around and punishing him or really trashing his profile because he just pulled copyrighted images. Now, someone else may end up having the same issue with him in the future, but they probably don't celebrate Christmas in Pakistan of all places, and or be familiar with the American movies and Pakistan, that they would realize that these are common images. And who knows, he probably doesn't even know about American copyright laws, which is again is another issue. Which all of that kind of brings up the whole thing that I guess if you're working with Fiverr and you're having people from outside the country do these things, I think you probably need to be upfront about what you want, um, and your request with them to ensure that you're getting something that you can actually use. I'm not out a lot of money. It's not as though I spent thousands of dollars on, some graphic designer. 25 bucks is not going to kill me. But it was a good learning experience for having somebody do that. And I may just turn around and have somebody else go and redraw them as well. And again, I may just edit them myself because he did send me Illustrator files on these. So, um, but we'll see how that goes. So, uh, that's it. So, it's my experience working with this little test run on Fiverr. I'm gonna probably send some more things, and I'll clue you guys in on how those go as well. So, if you like what you're hearing on digitaltshirtshop.com, we invite you to subscribe in the lower corner and like us on Facebook, follow us, all those different types of things, all the different places where we're at, and we'll let you know how we're doing. Are we going to hit t-shirt glory? So thanks again. We'll see you.